You use several words that I want to build on. You use the word gratitude. Anytime you deal with the word gratitude, that which is required is you got to have patience. And when you have great patience, you have gratitude. When you have gratitude, it puts you an advantage to become very like a competent human being. And that which you are competent for, you can comprehend. And that which you comprehend, you can recall. And that which you can recall, you should be able to apply that which you have come to learn to know. That's how you know you probably have what? Has comprehended. Not with merely words of expression, but by the deeds or the behavior that you display. Today is a good day. You look at the word good, it could mean something that is beneficial. That which benefits you. Probably to be very pleasant. And if it's very pleasant, and you are pleasant, I should say, you being very pleasant, then you agree with that to be pleasant is beneficial to you. When you're pleasant and it's beneficial to you, what you create is a contract. And if you are unpleasant, and then the day is unbeneficial, it is due to the fact that you breached the contract. You're not living up to it. Right. So that's why I said earlier about the words that we say, but when it's not applied, you breach the contract. Because you're not living up to that what you say. You know, it is. But then it is, but it's not so, because it's not put into practice. We can call that law. Today is a good day, a day of warmth. To be warm, to be kind. To be warm and kind first to yourself and then to your fellow human being. Right. To appreciate life at all levels, the highs and the lows. Because we know that there are going to be peaks and there's going to be valleys. When you get your highs, you may have to go down into the valley, maybe to help someone. You may have to go down into the valley to as a possibility to get some more lessons that you probably need to learn. I don't know, you know. Because we many of us have been at our lowest point in our life. What lesson have we learned at being at our lowest point? You can tell if you learned the lesson, because that's when you get the blessing. But you can learn the lesson, and that's how you move forward. If you're not moving forward, you haven't learned the lesson. So I often say that first you got to release the negativity. If you hold on to negativity, you're going to stay right there where you are. That means nothing is able, you don't have access to the benefits of that which this day offered to you. Huh? And after you release the negativity, you accept the unacceptable. You accept the unacceptable. Now, some things you may not want to accept, but hey, you accept it and you deal with it and you make the best of this day or this opportunity that you have at your disposal. Right. Remember, because we ain't got time to what? Wait. We ain't got time to waste. I know that when we consume things in our body, in our digestive system, all the waste comes out, don't it, man? Huh? Because it don't supposed to stay in your body. And that's why it's not good to hold any ill will feelings, not only toward yourself, but for nobody else, because all this is just poison.
Right. Poison.
That's why it's not good for us to take any so-called, I just say so-called, but substance outside that's going to poison us. Because at the end of the day, it's got to come out. How we really feel about certain people, at the end of the day, it's going to what? It's going to come out. How you feel about yourself, it's going to come out by the manner in which you treat yourself. So that's why royalty ain't necessarily with blood. Royalty is how you treat yourself and how you treat others.
That's right. You treat me like royals.
Yeah, and you should treat yourself like that. Because I'm not saying that nobody should treat you like that if you don't treat yourself like that. That's not what I'm saying. But we know at the end of the day, you have to treat yourself like that. And you would do it by abstaining from what is called substance use and abuse. Fact about it, you will abstain from even having ill will feelings toward yourself. Sometimes we go through life and we develop these ill will feelings, and sometimes they last longer than they should. But now we want to decrease it. We want to minimize it. We don't want to hold these ill will feelings that we have toward ourselves at any extended period of time, because they're not serving as a benefit to you.
Right.
It only benefits those who will use you to their advantage. That you will hold those ill will feelings with yourself, such as self-hatred, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, lack of self-awareness, self-pity. Huh?
Feeling down on yourself.
Yes. So we know we can't do that because that's poison. In fact, I think the worst enemy is self-pity. So now we see that when you say it is a good day, prove it. Don't just say it. By the manner way in which you treat yourself. It's a good day because it serves as a benefit to you. Now, we just said that here. We said the first step is to release the negativity.
Right.
2, to accept the unacceptable.
Right.
And then 3, you learn the lesson. Amen. So you can say, what was a good day? Because you learned the lesson. Because not only have you received the blessing, but you not only see yourself as a blessing, but yet you benefit from seeing yourself as a blessing because you change the perception of how you see yourself.
Release the negativity.
And when you change the perception of how you see yourself, you change your perception of how you see yourself in the world. Because when your perception changes, then your perspective changes. Now, when you know that, then you know it's a good day because it's a pleasant. You're pleasant, ain't that something, man? You're pleasant to who? To yourself and to others, man. You said it earlier, that gratitude. Amen. I always say you got to be tired of being somebody else patient because you have no patience. So you have to be patient with yourself, with your development, and with your growth. Because biologically, we didn't come here overnight. There was a process. Whatever happened into our life, it was a process that put us in that situation that we were in. It was a process. So now we know the importance of guidance. Now we know the importance of allowing the help to help you. Because we become misguided. I say disoriented. That's what I call it, disoriented.
Okay, disoriented.
Yeah. We have become disconnected. And that's how it is when people use something we call substance. It's hard for them to deal with this reality, so they want to disconnect from it.
Yeah, I got that, man.
Huh?
Yeah.
So now we want to reconnect.
Right.
And live life on life terms, man.
Yeah.
Huh? And when we do that, then we know that this is a benefit. Remember, a term only lasts for a certain amount of time.
Right.
You know, but what are the terms in the contract? You know, that we look at the terms, look at the fine line. What are the terms in the contract? Let's say the terms in the contract of a good day is that we see the benefits in it, We see that the benefits is being pleasant.
With yourself and others.
That's right. And then we what? We agree to that.
Agree to that.
You can't go no wrong with that.
Right.
Because you're applying that in your life on a consistent and a daily basis. That makes sense to you?
Yeah. On a consistent and a daily basis. Yeah.
That's right. And once we learn to continue to do that on a consistent daily basis, all that does, it strengthens us. It strengthens our self-awareness. It strengthens our self-confidence and our confidence in ourselves. It strengthens our ability to embrace difficulties. No matter how difficult it is, we will embrace and accept the challenge. Because once you continue to confront those difficulties, the less difficult they were.
They become.
My man. Once you confront your challenges in life of what you want out of life, the less difficult it was. It becomes. We ain't say it's going to be easy.
Right. You gotta keep going at it.
You got to keep going at it. You know how sometimes we want something in life and it could be difficult, but you got to keep what?
Keep going.
Keep going at it.
I'm learning that day by day.
Yes, sir.
Keep going at it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because sooner or later, you're going to what? You're going to get it.
You're going to achieve it.
There you go. You're on it. So now, doing that now, we know we got to set what we call realistic goals. You know?
And I wrote my goals yesterday, speaking of that.
There we go. There we go. We on it. We on it.
Short term and long term.
Short term and long. I got you. I got you. That's good stuff, man. That's what we're supposed to do.
So I can keep myself structured in my brain. So it won't be all over the place.
Ah, yeah, yeah. That's prioritizing. Yeah, prioritizing. Knowing what's priority to you. And don't put the buggy before the horse.
Right.
Yeah, don't put the buggy before the horse. So we can say that it is a good day because it's beneficial
To us.
Just being pleasant to ourselves and to others, being a beneficial to ourselves and to others rather than a liability.
Right, like an asset.
Being an asset. So now we get into the transitioning now. Now we see the importance of a cost-benefit analysis. You weighing the assets and the liabilities. And you seeing that which is a benefit to you. It's a hell of a thing when something is benefit you and you don't even see that it's benefit you.
Right. It's a hell of a thing.
So we have to get out of the mode of being dumb, deaf, and blind. Hate to use those
Triple
terms.
D.
Because it's a benefit we see. It's benefiting us, but I'm not saying you, but you don't see the benefits in it. Because you don't see yourself as a what? As a benefit. Huh? Somebody would see you as a benefit and would exploit the hell out of you.
Right. But you don't see yourself as
That's right. So now we're making a transition. We're making what we call a paradigm shift. We're making a transition. Now you're starting to see yourself as yourself as a benefit.
you make that shit.
You're making that shift. You're shifting gears now. Till you get to a point where you can get an overdrive, huh, man? That's pleasant. And now you must be in what? In agreement with that.
Right. That shit. So you can become pleasant to yourself.
Yes, sir.